head.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye. You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
Someone else got out. Might be other survivors. Wonder who was inside. Odd. I feel better.
A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution.
We are trapped. Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return! They return. A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
The enemy. So many enemies. Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Apart from this strange context, you notice nothing unusual about the brain. The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed. To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Brains. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything.
is your end. Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes. Oh, my head. What is this? Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. We carry Mind Flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, Mind Flayers. Who am I? Your only chance of survival. We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come. You prove surprisingly adamant. Now, to the helm.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late. Mind Flayer machinery. Better watch what I tell.
Psionic energy radiates from the prisoners, but they do not react.
Machine made them hostile.
This is your end.
Nothing will stand in my way. Need to find a way forward. We have no time for stragglers.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Wait! That can't be. There has to be another way. Please!
It cannot be helped. Come!
The console appears dormant. The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket. Nothing. The console remains dormant.
Whatever fits in that socket must power this thing.
Not now. We must go to the helm. How many hosts of these gay infected?
A dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
This might unlock those controls next to the pod. A brain in a jar.
The console appears dormant. The console hums to life. The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority. The biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
At last. I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company. Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way. Shadowheart. One moment.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Lead on.
What now? Looking ahead.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
King Yank.
Of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves! We will connect them.
We need to get out of here, now.
On my way.
Victory awaits. On the move.
On I go.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
Step forward.
I am fury. I am death.
Leave him to me. Connect the transponder.
Best be on my way.
Time to strike. I will not know failure.
Hit the ground, we're dead.
With haste.
Hurry, before they strike.
These boots have seen everything.
I will ascend.
Can't give up.
Take this shit, or Dario will have your head!
Here goes nothing. Damn these imps. I need to...
The helm's alien transponder. You made it in time. As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull. Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through, but it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
No one stopped me yet. Got a lot on my mind. Well, in it. Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby. More of those wretched things. Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry. I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me? I'm not an idiot. I saw... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? It's those tentacled monsters. Whatever they did, whatever they put in us, just created a connection. They took you too. I saw it during whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. I'm out of wine and flowers, so I hope an introduction will suffice. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. So, do you know anything about these worms? No. Of that much we can be certain. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it? You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
There. A mind flare. And it's hurt.
I'd rather it be hurt. Do be careful.
Footprints. There may be even more that survived the crash. What's going on with that room? Looks...
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone? That's it! Go on! Keep pulling! Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the North Lloyd as well. can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as seromorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle? And it looks like we're both starved for answers. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion? Yes, you feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
The boar grunts and eyes you warily with its beady eyes. The boar shuffles its trotters, unsure. Then it dashes away into...
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gates! Damnable roach! Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
Let's turn someone inside out. With finesse.
Scout! Get to the high ground! Raiders! Knives the bastards! For the absolute!
get too close.
Hungry for the slaughter.
May the gods take you first.
Pawn to Cleric 4.
Take this!
Let's go.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
What were the grubby little beasts after? This place doesn't look like much.
A taste of goblins to come, I fear. Must be a horde nearby.
No traps, please.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. One of them carved up Zoru's home. Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them. Demaze, let's...
No, I'm not leaving this fiend with a stranger.
kill them.
Your words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
Dimesa, watch out!
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me. You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks. You have made an ally from Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel. Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zorru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zorru where he has seen my kin.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Broken. Must have been here a while. Let's get going. I've got a long road ahead.
Someone there?
Action, not reaction.
Never a dull moment.
There are children here, you fool! We was running for our lives. You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt. With a thump, the armored man collapses, unconscious.
Enough. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
And they're trying to kill each other, for once.
Let's try to avoid any more punching. We need to find a healer.
Thick as I thought.
Now that's settled.
Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
First, I damn near die at the hands of goblins. Then, a foul blood takes his frustrations out on me. I'm done with this hellhole.
Those two must have history.
Indeed. Isn't it delightful?
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives. Up.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanas, guide your path.
We're exposed now.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course. Have you spoken to Korga? Of course, you have your own business to attend to. But if the druids won't abandon this ritual of theirs, it will be trouble. For all of us.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
I'll talk to the guards at Baldur's Gate. They speak their language. You sound like your father.
Well, it was his caravan.
Bet that will fit in my bag.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Come on, open up.
Make a fine teacher. Or a baker.
What's in here?
Or a butcher.
We're exposed now.
Sure. Blood fits me.
Right.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in El Terrell.
tools take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Children! Step! Harry! Strike! Damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you. The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her.
Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlach. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in.
I would object, but sitting by the fire while you do all the hard work sounds marvelous, actually.
I like how you think.
Any questions, children?
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Move! Right.
This is no fortress, and
You're alive. I woke up by the wreckage, surrounded by corpses. I was starting to think I was the only survivor. This was the first sign of friendly life I came across. I hoped I might find supplies, shelter, and a healer, of course. We might be clear of those monsters' ship, but we still have their spawn inside our heads. We need to get rid of them while we still can.
I might have considered it, but your choice of company so far leaves a great deal to be desired.
Get rid of the Gith, then we can talk about helping each other.
I offer you cleansing. You'd cast it aside for this Shkaketh.
Must there? You wouldn't expect a wolf and a deer to find a way to work together.
For your sake, you ought to nip this in the bud before she turns on you.
This one is trouble. Watch your back, as she's likely to stab it.
This is a terrible idea. You know that, yes? But I suppose you may have your uses. I can keep an eye on the Gith.
It seems like you have ample company already. You'll need to figure out who you can live without before I can join.
Oh, I'll get little rest given the stack of unread books waiting for me. But I'll try.
Wonderful. I was beginning to feel a little left out.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks. You find the edges of a concealed entrance.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though. None of yours. This is our hideout. But hey, maybe you didn't know. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count to leave. 9. 8. 7.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
You did this to yourself. You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
Hold. And step, swing.
It seems Mull was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children. Your lies only inflame the matter further. Things could turn ugly very rapidly.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Something tells me I should give that lesson a wide berth.
Let's see what my touch can do.
Hold. And step, swing, parry, swing. Excellent.
No questions? All right.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
Ready.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! More of it!
No holding back.
Victory awaits. Make
You're gonna
way.
be sorry! Every last one of you!
Sometimes the only way out is through. Very well.
Even your cages are boring!
No time to waste. The first time I saw you, I figured you were champion. A woman of valor, integrity. But you seem intent on proving me wrong.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
afford to stay idle.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring. Is that everything? I think that's everything. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs. What you messing with my cage for? It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute, and hang you by your guts. Goddess! We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. Maybe she sent you to help me. And you will, if you want to save your skin. And if the teeth stick a few arrows in us on the way out of here, don't worry. Priestess Gut will patch us up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Bah! A clever goblin's like a trustworthy gig. A figment of the imagination.
It's the truth. I swear on your mother's grave. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal? Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on you. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are. Then hurry up and do it. My tribe ain't as friendly as I am. Let me out, you bunch of softies.
What to do? Let's move.
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up And depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
She is not to know of our ailment. Only a Gith healer may make us pure.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong? As you wish, Petal. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother. Take care now, sweet.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvana.
Any questions, children?
Right tool will do the trick.
Bloody thieves everywhere. I met your friend. Ready to go? Happily. Lead the way.
That might be worth a look.
There is work to do. No time to dally.
No time to rest. Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
Shut it. Boss is really talking that way. He's boring. Let's find another one.
Did some bleeding arts show up to save the druid? I'll cut you to pieces.
What are you doing? It's me, Sazza!
You and them other idiots mucked up the old raid. The Absolute don't like failures.
I ain't a failure. I'll be an hero when I tell the boss about this place. And you'll be maggot food.
I'll be telling the boss myself. Kill him!
Take you on. Fall before my time.
Still on my feet.
Well, is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanas, guide your path.
You're alive. I woke up by the wreckage, surrounded by I'm not. We might be clear of those monsters' ship, but I might have get rid of the.
I offer you cleansing. You'd cast it aside for this shkaketh.
Fine. Put your faith in a marauding freak. Just do it away from me.
This is a terrible idea. All right, I'll come with you. I suspect you'll need someone watching your back.
It seems like you have ample company already. You'll need to figure out who you can...
If I must.
Lead the way, then.
He stares right. You see nothing. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks. You find the edges.
You can't be here. This is our hideout. Well, look who's... My kids say, not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though. We have that in common, then. But you aren't welcome here. This is our hideout. But hey, maybe you didn't know. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count to leave. 10. 9. 8. 7.
Good work, kids. You're all heroes. Each and every one.
Hold out your hand, lady. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything yet, lady. Go on, take the ring and watch your fortune change. Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it heads or tails. Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. Real sweet sense of humor you got there, chum. Anyways, you gotta call before the flip. Heads or tails. Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested? You got it. One sec. That's what I got. You bought...
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. Her hands hide her face, preventing you from reading her expression.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Hey, you here to trade or? Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. I am sorry. Sorry we're still talking about this. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
And again. swing and swing and... Oh.
Children!
Step. Nothing but... I need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. I'll try and brace them better. Like... You really know what you're doing. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time... Hopefully it's just the... But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Go on. Not bad. Oh. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe... Well met.
You are the...
but we...
Your mind's...
Shit!
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate.
I'm no... Her name is... I track. She's out there now. Praying. I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in. A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
By Mordai's eyes, my friend's blood not enough.
In Kresh Khalil...
Is this monster with you?
Lower.
Hello.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it.
Waiting.
Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Gods, deliver me.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tieflin. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You! Move! Cannon would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me. Don't you dare! Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
Can't say I understand that. Not sure I want to.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal. Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments. An inn in Waterdeep, oh, never a dull moment there, leads into the Undermountain, you see, full of death, oh, a drow, a dragonborn, and a cleric of Cyric. Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room. I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone!" The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. Well, I'd drink to that.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak, roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. Decadent, then. Lacking in economy. Like so much of this world and its undisciplined people. I understand much beyond you. More to the... It is imperative we locate a creche. You do... Yes, in great detail. Then you start to hallucinate. Your bones all skip. Then you have ceased to exist. And a mind flayer is born. Because I do not intend to let this happen. We must find... The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles... Yes, if you give it no further thought. Bad surprise. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute. They'll peel your face off and nail it to a... I ain't got a hold... Could probably...
Booyarg, the goblin word for magic. Primitive to a fault, but not entirely without merit.
It's the truth. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Then hurry up and do it. You're gonna be sorry. Every last one of you.
A couple turns should do it.
Oh, you! Boring! Even your cages are boring! Ready to go meet my tribe? Just say the word. Happily.
That might be worth a look.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
He's boring.
Could we? By chopping off a toe. That'd be funny.
Yeah. Give him something to cry about.
Hear his voice out. Still need answers.
That's a friendly-looking shadow. Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
Lost in thought.
Eat this! Don't wear his voice out. Still need answers.
Let's get on with it.
Yeah. She'll kill us dead if we go back without him.
We'll get the druid talking. Grove's got to be full of magic. That's why I've been stabbing all the rats.
I cannot die. Please, help!
For a man wearing leaves.
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation...
I don't need any attention right now. Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
Boring. Let's find another one. They ain't as friendly as me.
Did some bleeding arts show up to save the druid? I'll cut you to pieces.
What are you doing? It's me, Sazza.
You and them other idiots mucked up the old raid. The Absolute don't like failures.
I ain't a failure. I'll be an hero when I tell the boss about this place. And you'll be maggot food.
I'll be telling the boss myself. Kill him!
Make way.
Swiftly now.
On the move.
Take you.
Breathe deep and move.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Still alive, so that's progress.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Take you.
Your rescue attempt has been noticed. Choose your next move carefully. Your words are futile. The goblin will not be allowed to leave. Neither will you.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Wonder what's past this.
That might be worth a look.
It's packed too tight. I'll need a shovel.
Thought I was never gonna get out of there. Good to be free again, gotta say. Never break a promise, unless there's something in it for me. I'll introduce you to my whole tribe and put in a good word for you. See you at the camp.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it. These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I failed to see the distinction.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus.
We've known enough grief this 10-day trap. Don't be the cause of more.
Why, hello, there's... thank there isn't a... Auntie Ethel will sort you out. You take a sup at that.
As you down.
I swear you're still as peaky looking. Oh, not that they'd listen to little old me. Hey, bother. Take care now, sweetie.
This is ridiculous.
Was that everything? I think that's everything. What I did was
opener.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Thanks for fighting. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in El Terrell. Druids.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Thanks for fighting. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in El Terrell.
Blackets will be done.
Thanks. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in El Terrell. I miss my forge.
This is ridiculous. I wonder what the next move is.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
Don't say that.
I'm just sad. What a bring.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Hell's taking
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
I'll take that. Let's have a look.
Fighting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Calm, Magrin. Give her a chance. You, get back! Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh. I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Yes, I see.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your...
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul. except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. Thank you for the offer, but the treatment for my condition is very specific. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of... It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. You have my thanks. And fear not. Your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. It's just an old... It's just something I... Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Positive. You can trust me on that. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? Must I? Find a way to rid ourselves. Personally, I think if we're truly desperate, I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove our salvation. We go our separate ways, of course. What else? The ties that bind. If you must know, Baldur's Gate. And before you ask, no. I'm not telling you what I'm doing there, or who I'm meeting, or anything. You pry too much. And if you're not the kind of company... And I haven't forgotten that you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps I'll be able to return the favor at some... There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. So that's to say you'd like to pry a little. You do seem like the type. I'm inquisitive, looking for connection. It's every man for himself, and you're looking to make friends. Admirable, I suppose. Or desperate. I'm not quite sure. That's all you're entitled to, for now. Our parasite problem doesn't make you my confidant. Oh no. I hate wolves.
I didn't realize you were frightened of wolves, Shadowheart.
So that's what you want?
I suppose you've noticed I'm not... They're ravenous pred... Don't be surprised if I'm reluctant to face any more. Really? In either case, it's not something I want to dwell on just now.
Thorv's fur bristles. He wants to jump, wants to bite. His eyes dart back and forth as he sniffs the air. He can't see them anymore, but he can smell them. Many, many strangers. His ears twitch as he lowers his head down into your lap.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. The rite of thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out. A disease of the flower must not reach the root. Pluck the petals, sever the branch if you must, but cut out the rot before it infects the whole of the wood. Teachings of Sylvanus. You must agree. Then you know I heed his wisdom. I protect the circle, whatever the cost. You showed great mettle at the gate. The metal of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
What will the tieflings want next?
I see you. Just give me a moment.
A moment.
There. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. For most, come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. Crawled in. So, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles. That's a serious condition. Come. We need to be quick. This way.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halcyon mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Looking closer, you realize you've seen this thorn in the wilds. It's Kalimvor's kiss, a briar from the Dale lands, and a deadly poison.
I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you? Nothing? You sure? To hell's with it.
You dodge her blow, but as you regain your footing, you can see the pain in her eyes.
I'm sorry. I truly am, but I can't let you go. If you transform out there, you'll kill everyone in the grove. Everyone for leagues around. Master Halsin did say the drow's tadpole was dormant. Maybe yours is too. All right, but on one condition. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, I've sent birds to find him. But the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you what happened out there. But those adventurers were the only witnesses. And they're long gone. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath. One step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern poison. Some lethal stuff.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're...
That might be worth a look. It's broken, but not too badly. A tidy slot, but no rune.
Find our master. Return to me then. Tell me what you find. Tell only me. Understand?
Keep their confidence if you insist.
Is someone singing?
It's beautiful.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
Listen.
A sweet melody beckons you. It vibrates with magic. A harpy's charm. The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer. Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
What happened?
Hope your soul is in good hands.
My path be true. Victory awaits.
Are they gone? No. Yes. I mean, I don't know. They're gone. Now there's just Mole. She'll be so mad. I didn't get the gold from the nest. I got to go. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
That scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble. And worse. One time, my parents denied me a kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Ah, dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well, that depends on who you ask, I suppose. There was that magma mephit once. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling, panic, and before you know it, fire everywhere. Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for you. Not it.
Gith. Aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lae'zel K'Choki. And my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
Bom dia, si aperdaro de rational para cima el vidirdo para o Italio de Puler.
Yes, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Stop. I was fine.
Mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. The Nine Hells will sooner freeze over, but we'll try.
Stealing the idol? What were you thinking?
I was trying to help.
You nearly died. Did you hear me? What would your mother and I have done?
Still breathing, despite everything.
That's curious. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
I had a feeling you'd be back. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the Druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same. We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong? Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe. Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe. I had a feeling you'd be back. I do, as a matter of fact. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's... and we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune. Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark, but they're vicious. Anything else? Anything else? You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime. 3, 2, 1! You did this to yourself.
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children. Your lies only inflame the matter further.
Bet I can crack that open. Is that plant? No, never mind. Indolence breeds madness. It will happen. Action, not reaction. Can't give up now. Don't give me trouble now. All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Your escape has been cut short. Choose your next move wisely. The right gold slipped into the right pocket. If only all problems were solved so easily.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Shame the goblins didn't kill them.
Please, leave us be. This isn't a good time.
It's fine, Mem. Having fun with your new goblin friend.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Druids.
Well, the death not as bad as it could have.
This is ridiculous.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear.
So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task. Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. Well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
So many ways to die. Do you think your kin search for you, Lae'zel?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're going to be all right. You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
She might be a healer, Bry.
She might be a bandit.
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar... Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. She is a true soul. Mind her. She will... She...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin. I don't know any druids.
We were looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship, but instead of them, Edwin found an... We managed to drag...
I told Edwin not to look in that cave. It was filthy with owlbear track. What?
It killed one of us. It killed Ed... You're right, madam. The beast.
The cave is just ahead. It was true.
They spoke of the Absolute. Same as that goblin, Saza. Curious.
Goblins and humans worship...
Strange power resonates within the corpse. Your limbs, while let its host's memories go to waste. The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you.
As soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
Tell me.
Augusta will affix the Zaithisk, the purifier, to our heads. Its magic will quell the parasite in an instant.